Welcome back to Deebo and Joe. I'm your host, James Harrison, and I'm here with my co-host, Joe Haden.
Uh,
Make sure you guys like and subscribe. You don't want to miss nothing. How you doing, Joe?
man, Deebo, I'm doing great, man. Every tutty, I knew to look at my phone and expect a call. Like I said, Deebo, I wanted a good
You was
football
ignoring me.
game.
You were sending me you was disrespectful. You were real disrespectful.
No,
You were sending me
no.
you were sending me to the voicemail and everything else. Make
After the
like you
first,
couldn't hear the
at,
FaceTime.
I got the first point after the first three tutties. You was calling me just trying to just rub it in, like I was all brownie, brownie, brownie. I had love for both
Huh?
teams. Deebo, I gotta watch you. I gotta watch you, bro. I gotta watch you.
You what you gotta watch me for? I'm just
Cause,
trying to
bro,
Joe, I'm just trying to figure out where you at. You know?
you
I'm
know,
just
I played for the Steelers, so this is what it comes down to for real, Debo. I understand now as a fan watching the games, I understand how the Steelers fans feel and I understand how the Browns fans feel. It's a way more chill feeling when you're a Steelers fan because you're expecting, you know what's gonna happen, it's real smooth. Browns fans, it was bad. It was just bad ball. So we're gonna get into it, but I just know my Steelers vibe, I'm all the way. That shit looked amazing. My Browns vibe,
mm,
they got there's things to be talked about on that side.
okay. So it's things to be talked. So you good over here, and then it's
Um,
things to be talked about over here, is what you're saying. Okay.
Debo,
So
now you
what
listening.
okay. So what I want to do is go ahead, I guess, and get into the game, baby.
You got
Of
to.
course, the Steelers beat the Browns. What was that? 23-9.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Browns still can't score over 17
Hold
points.
up. What what you doing, boy? This boy, dude, every time we play the Browns, I gotta remove everything that's orange out of here. This dude pulls down his pants and starts pissing on stuff. Man, Joe, give me a minute,
You
bro.
talking about your dog?
Oh my God, dude. Hey,
See,
what you doing? I'm on a
that's the
live
one.
podcast. Get down before I
See,
whip your ass. And
that's
you
what
done
I'm
pissed on
saying.
my shelf too, boy.
And Debo looking at me, and they mad at me about not being a
Oh,
dog
you gonna
guy.
talk about
You
whipping
know what I'm
me
saying?
for pissing on
That's
orange?
just it.
Ain't you
Wouldn't
the one
happen.
that
It wouldn't
slammed
happen
that
around me.
Browns fan? And I didn't even know you still had a Cincinnati Bengals helmet. I'ma piss on that next.
Get your ass out my room. Gone.
See,
Gone. Get out of here.
Debo, get your dog,
Don't
man.
slam my door. Damn. My bad,
Debo, you got
Joe.
to get control of your household, my brother. Hold up, you
My
good?
bad, Joe. That boy was up over there pissing on orange and all that.
See,
All right. Anyway, here let me get back to where I was at. Like I said, the Steelers whooped on the Browns 23-9. And you know what happened? The first play was like foreshadowing. I saw it. First play, we go ahead. We ain't hit that tight end in I don't know how many games, and we hit him for 36, baby. We hit him
yeah,
for 36 on the first play. They ain't even know what to do. The boy's 7 feet tall, so I don't know how they missed covering him.
it
You know
was
what
a
I'm
look.
saying?
There was a great play, bro. They motioned him inside. He inserted. You know what I'm saying? And then they had a new cornerback that we got. That back there, he had a long day, but he made some great plays out there. Long day, got a little confused in coverage, and your man Washington ran straight down on the 7 route, wide open. So they just busted off. First, like miss coverage. Browns let us supposed to play. Steelers made it look easy.
Oh yeah, we stalled out a little bit, so we only got
You only
three.
got three.
Yeah, and then Cleveland come back, and we think we're off of there on that third down and completion, but they caught TJ in the neutral zone, so that made it 3rd and 5, gave him an opportunity. I think the next one was a 12-yard completion to continue to drive.
Mhm.
Um, you know, but
Our
we
first,
do it bend, bend, but don't necessarily break. Plus, Cleveland, they returned the favor with the unnecessary roughness. Dude
mhm.
wanted to get tough with Lil Peasy, so that had them stall it out. They had to punt the rock. And you know who we are, man. We the Pittsburgh Steelers. Us.
Mhm.
Not I'm not putting you in this. You understand?
Yep.
I just
It
want
was a
you to make
little defenses, bro, at the beginning, man. The Browns at the end of the day was bend but don't break. Still is bend but don't break. Defenses did good the first two drives. They made sure they had to punt, flags all over the place. Um, Then like you said, we had the punt return. The Steelers had a great punt return, blindside block. I think that he did a pretty good block. I don't think Peppers tried to, you know what I'm saying? I
That
think he
ain't a
tried to do.
blindside block. He was on his side, dude, and he's turned. I
Yes,
don't.
that's what I'm saying. He did the way that they teach him, like you put your back on him, you throw your hands up. So I think that was a bad call. You know, A-Rod hit DK Metcalf for a couple of plays, but they had to punt. Browns defense was playing good at the very beginning, at the beginning of the game too. But you can only do but so much.
I mean, it's okay, Joe, because I'm hearing a lot more frustration than I am happiness. Because
No.
that Jaylen Brown sack right there on that first down, to go ahead, put him behind the chains, have him force him to kick that good punt. And you know what happened right then? The second quarter, we started with 11-play drive.
Yeah.
But we ended up settling for a field goal again.
That's the you keep saying that. I'm like 11-play drive was looking good in the red zone. You was getting to the red zone, moving the ball, but it was tough to get it in there.
Hey, the pressure was coming. Hey, third down. Right, immediately the next possession, we get that third down sack, man. Get up out of there. What happened? We go ahead, drive down the field again, man. It's 10 yards. It's 10 plays, but we end up settling for another field goal.
Warren,
I'm a little.
That's 9. That's bankroll. Shout out bankroll Boss. Bankroll Boss was on the money.
Out.
Boom. Do you know what I'm saying? He had a 44, 50, 48. So y'all got in there doing good, but Boswell was able to knock down the field goal.
I'm glad you said y'all. And then, y'all.
You making me feel some type of way, Deebo.
You know what? Y'all right before halftime, y'all got lucky. 16 plays, 72 yards. And like you say, our defense, my defense, Steelers defense, little bend, don't break, halftime, 3-9. Looks like a close game. It really ain't as close as it is.
Hey,
but it's
close. But I'm gonna tell you this, Deebo, going into halftime, though, don't lie. I'm not gonna lie. Our Steelers were smacking the Browns coming across the middle. Like they were some alligator arms that started coming to it.
Hey, the tight end was one of them after he got that hit.
He hit my man Joku in his heart and I didn't know if he was gonna get up, lost his wind and everything. He came back in the game, but then Jerry Jeudy, some of them, like he was coming across those middle, he was throwing those passes, Dylan, and you see them dudes like looking at the safety instead of looking at the rock a couple of times. So I mean, I think the Steelers hitting out there was making some of them arms get a little short, getting a little tight, looking for the rock.
Oh yeah, for sure. But y'all helped us out on that punt when we came back in the second half, dude. And into the kicker. That right there was a huge turning point, buddy. It allowed us to go down there, score that touchdown. Connor Hayward, 12-yard touchdown. Beautiful thing, man.
Brother, that right there, Deebo, was actually beautiful. And that was the part when I was looking at the game, like end of the day, defense playing good. Both defenses are playing well. You know what I'm saying? Like bend but don't break. But that's the point when Aaron Rodgers was scrambling, making plays. Like, I don't give a damn. I'd rather the ball be in his hands than Dylan Gabriel, because it's just like their offense, he's going to make something happen. He's not going to mess it up, but he's also going to give us a reason to win. Like, there's a difference between not messing it up. You see, right, Dylan Gabriel, 0 touchdowns, 0 picks. That's not losing, but that's not winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, Aaron Rodgers, if the ball's in his hands, you just feel like he's scrambling, directing traffic. Told him, like, no, go back this way, Hayward. Spinning that joint beautifully. Touchdown. So that part right there looked sick, and that's when I was looking at the Steelers like this. You know what, guys? Obviously, they have the defense. They have now the running back. You got Gainwell. He was toting it, and Warren was toting the ball. So he had a run game. He had the receiver, DK Metcalf going crazy. Big Washington, getting him involved. It just looked like an overall team. It was a team effort. Even though they didn't make it, and they made it to the red zone a lot in the first half, was able to get field goals, weren't able to score, but just consistency.
Because after that touchdown, they ended up going down and scoring a field goal, made it 6-16. But again, we the Pittsburgh Steelers. We ain't gonna do nothing halfway. And that man showed up again. DK Metcalf, 25-yard touchdown. Hey, you know what's so crazy though? Is this cigar is called the brand is My Father. And that's what we are to the Browns. And the actual name of this one is The Judge. And we judged y'all wanting. and Needham, and we whipped that ass. But anyway, let me get back to that good 25-yard DK touchdown that put us up 23-6, man. And again, man, the defense allows a 16, 18 play drive, 2 penalties, helped them, extend the drive on positions, points, third down, where we thought we were going to be able to get off the field. But hey, man, but don't break. 9-23, I could take that. Not really though. They come back out and we do a 3-and-out, bro. 3-and-out.
Yeah. This is what I'm trying to say. The Browns defense can only do but so much. Like, we're not saying that the Steelers offense played amazing, did the best. They could have definitely did better. But I mean, it's a flow of a game. You're not going to be able to go blow the Browns defense out. That's a good ass defense out there. And when they keep giving opportunities back to their offensive side of the ball and you get nothing, you get Nathaniel. How the hell you gonna win like that? So that's why I'm looking at it like it was a team effort. When the Steelers knew when they get a stop, it's offense, defense, special teams working together. You get a stop, you putting the ball in Aaron Rodgers' hands, and you believe he's gonna be able to get a touchdown. He's gonna be able to get points. He's gonna be able to get first downs, move the ball down the field. And then end of the day, if you don't, Bankroll Bob's gonna knock down a field goal. So it's team ball, and things are just going to be like everybody's working together. On the Brown side, it just looks like the defense is out there fighting for your life. And if you keep giving somebody love and hooking them up and they ain't giving you nothing, that's demoralizing. You can't score at all, like no touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a bad feeling. It's a bad feeling. I mean, as a Browns
sure.
defense.
I mean, you had opportunity there. Well, not really, but
drop passes
12.
Too.
Yes.
A lot of drop passes.
And then we had a chance to really just shut it out. And the field at Acrisure helped out the Browns.
Man.
My dude lose his footing.
Took Boswell a whole cleat out the ground.
Man, ain't no telling what could happen. What's so crazy is that ain't the worst that field's been. 2007, dude, that field was so bad. The ball got stuck in it straight up. A punt, bro. I swear. Straight up and up. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah, plug like a golf shot.
Yeah, for sure. And basically, after that, the 9-23, we hold strong. It ends there. Game basically over with. But the Pittsburgh Steelers offense.
Yes.
Listen, hey, they did a better job of run blocking. They protect the quarterback, 0 sacks. Myles Garrett only had 2 tackles, no pressures, no hits on the quarterback. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah. And that is from our tackle that has been having a down season. He gave up the most sacks out of any tackle in the league, but he didn't get none to your guy. You know why? Because we fly high when the orange in the sky. You understand? We got 100 yards combined rushing. I'm going to take it. It ain't from one person, but I'm going to take it. And then you know what we did? We got the tight ends involved.
Yep.
Washington was 3 for 62. He actually had 5 targets. Okay. Smith was 3 for 18. Connor had a touchdown for 12. Flyermuth had 1 for 11. Washington was the second leading receiver on the team. That's why he was wide open. They like, yo, he coming out the block. Nah, he ain't just coming out the block. We gonna show you that he can do more than what y'all think he can do. And now you got to worry about them tight ends. Now you done gave Aaron more targets. Aaron was greatly effective. You talking 21 or 30, 235, 2 touchdowns. Huh. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.
Hey,
and that defense now. 6 sacks.
6 sacks.
Hey, listen, we played the run better. I know they only rushed 17 times, but we played it better. We ain't give. Why in the world is what I'm trying to figure out is why they have him pass the ball like 52 times. Why they had that boy pass the ball? You think a rookie go come in? I understand he got a lot of games under his belt and all that other stuff. It's a different thing, you know what I'm saying, when you get to the league. You go have him come in here and think he go pass on the Pittsburgh Steelers 52 times and you go win that game. Not to mention that our defense dropped 3-4 picks that they had in their hands that they should have came up with.
You took the words out of my mouth with that one.
But hey, all in all, the Pittsburgh Steelers, is getting better every week. And that's all we need to do is keep inclining so that when we get to that point, when it's elimination time, we shooting off like a rocket.
No, that is correct, Deebo. The Steelers good. Aaron Rodgers looked better. Everything you said is correct. Getting the tight ends involved, even if they run for 100 yards, it doesn't matter. It's just giving the ball up, making sure you keep that thing going, no matter if you're giving it to Jalen or Gainwell. Just making sure you got a run game that's effective and just keep handing the ball off. So they got to make sure that they watch for that. So I'm not mad at the Steelers at all. They did great, and it's looking like they're doing better and better. Like I said too, how you think Dylan Gabriel? Do you expect him to come into the Pittsburgh Steelers? You haven't won in 22 times there and throw the ball 52 times and win. That's not going to work. And then we dropped one, like you said too, 0 touchdowns, 0 picks, but it hit about 3 Steelers upside the head. My man, Joey Porter Jr. had one. Smooth Queen had one. The defensive end, my man, 51, he had one. It's just a lot of passes that could have easily been picked. We're not. Judkins ran the ball 12 times for 36 yards. Like, we gotta get him more opportunities. There's no way that he's going to walk into that game and be able to go against the Steelers, and especially when behind the sticks, when we're letting them dudes blitz, knowing the line's looking crazy, knowing our tackles are having a tough time blocking Swat, blocking Highsmith, blocking Cam, blocking any of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? So that was not it was a coaching error. You can't come in there with a game plan thinking you're going to win with the rookie
why are you
quarterback.
surprised that it's a coaching error?
I'm not
coach didn't even know who the hell his backup was.
Coach, Deebo, I'm not surprised. I'm just stating what's happening.
I understand what you're saying. I'm puffing on a cigar that ain't even lit, but that's how good I feel, Joe. That's how good I feel. I could feel what it feel like because I just feel so good today.
I got 2. When we put on my Steelers hat, that's the ball that we looking for. Like Jalen Ramsey out there making sacks. Everybody communicated. Oh, yeah. That joint kept them out of the end zone. Obviously, it wasn't maybe too hard because the Browns' offense wasn't really too effective. Dylan Gabriel did do a pretty good job, but he could have thrown 3 picks. Some of his passes were still errant, and I think he's going to be. He's not a bad. He's going to be solid. He's going to be good. I don't think the Browns are helping him in any way with his progression of becoming a better quarterback right now. And that's not to say if they put Shador in there.
2 games, 3 games, whatever it is.
No, for sure. But I'm saying 52 times versus Steelers, and then the first joint in London, like handing the ball, that was a better process than this. If they would have came in, giving the ball off the Juck, he would have had at least 20 carries. Then that's like, okay, bet you're not trying to set my man back, but you made him throw 52 times. Get sacked 6 times. He got hit upside the head 17 times. Like, that's
so what it came down to, man, is this. Our defense played better than your defense because we played against the Browns offense, which is, I mean, it's a professional football team, but it is the Browns offense. It's the same team who hasn't scored more than 17 points in the last 11 games straight. Yeah. So, I mean, it's to be expected, and I don't see why they would have been able to score 17 points on us. You know, it's just the hard nature of Browns playing the Steelers.
I mean, Deebo, look, I'm not here to argue with you. I'm not here today. I'm not here to argue. I'm here to state how I feel about the Browns situation, and then I'm here to state how I feel about the Steelers. Steelers are looking good, and I would know why you expect for the Browns to play the Steelers hard because that's a division game, and every time they come over there, anything can happen. But once the game gets to going and people get to making the plays and you see what's going on the football field, I was not expecting for the Steelers to get that game away. They just looked like they were warming up, getting their will right, and then next thing you know, A-Rod started doing A-Rod stuff, and that's just not what we had on the offensive side of the ball for the Browns. So, yep, Steelers are leading the division, and it don't look like it's going to be changing anytime soon.
No question. Speaking of the division, the Ravens got popped too. But I will say this, watching the game, brother, looking at it, going back and forth in between, I'm looking, the first possession dude, and Baltimore comes out there, and I'm like, oh, they getting back to Baltimore football.
Oh, sure.
Derrick Henry right, Derrick Henry left, Derrick Henry right, Derrick Henry left. Derrick Henry right, Derrick Henry left. They get a holding penalty that stalls them out. They end up settling for 3. Okay. Say it's looking all right. It's looking all right. LA comes out, they move it a little, but they miss the field goal, right? Cool. I'm like, all right, the Ravens getting the ball back. I don't want them to be too sorry, because we still got to at least have a little competition, something good for the fans to see. Don't nobody want to go to the game. It's 21-0 before the first quarter over with. And the Ravens come out there, and your boy Rush throws an interception. And it kind of felt like after that, LA was like, yo, y'all ain't gonna one-up us on this. Go ahead, get the sack fumble. Baltimore recover the ball, give it back to him. Hey, and they went on here and said,
the Ravens defense definitely played better.
Derrick Henry. Oh, yeah. They played better.
They played better. They played better. I thought Matthew Stafford was going to pick them apart. But like you said, when they had that strip sack, when they were trying to get down there to score, I'm like, okay, look, better Ravens defense. So I had to make sure we get them a little bit of luck because they've been looking the worst in the entire league by far. But they stepped up a little bit versus the Rams.
Yeah, they end up going for it, though. That next possession, I believe it was fourth, and I want to say it might have been one given. No. Yeah, they went for it on fourth down, and they didn't make it. But I think at that point in time, it might have gave them a shorter field. They ended up tying it up 3-3. And the Ravens get the ball back, and they just totally forget about Derrick Henry. I don't know what happened after they just forgot about what they did the first couple possessions and how it helped them out. And immediately the Rams helped them out too. They just went on ahead, did a quick 3-and-out. So Ravens get the rock back. They like, oh yeah, I done forgot we got Derrick Henry. So they go ahead, start handing that man the rock again. But again, dude, on 4th and 1, they get 0 points at the 1-yard line.
This is when they did the tush push on the 3rd down. And then your man Derrick Henry tried to run it on the 4th down and lost the yard.
Dude, wow. So that right there could have got you, could have got you 3 points if you went on ahead and went for it. Because immediately, beginning of the 3rd quarter, the Rams drive on down there, 9 plays, 76 yards, get the tutty. Also, they got help because Puka ended up getting hurt. Like,
he messed his ankle up.
Yeah, they didn't have to deal with him that whole game. And then your boy Rush, he come out, fumble the ball, give it right back to the Rams on the 21, and they score another tutty. I guess they got tired and set him down, buddy. That was all I guess they could take.
Yeah, no, for sure. They ain't do too much, man, on the offensive side. But like you said, I'm blaming that when you don't have Lamar Jackson. Keep handing the ball off to Derrick Henry until just keep giving it to him. He was eating. Like, you gotta show me something different.
For sure. If they don't, you ain't got to really show them nothing different. I think they ended up getting a new offensive coordinator this year. So the guy that was there last year did what he was doing. I think the new guy there finally was like, yo, I guess we gotta run the rock if we're gonna have a chance.
Yeah.
Even then it was still 17, 17-3. They had an opportunity. I think it was a 4th down they went for, ended up getting sacked. And from there, Ravens start driving the ball. I believe they turn it over on downs, and it ain't no more than just under 4 minutes left. It's basically over with after that. But the big thing for the Ravens is, I think for the offense, that first possession, they started getting back to Baltimore football. Running Derrick Henry, the way he should, using Derrick Henry the way he should be, the way he should be run or used, I should say.
Yeah.
And then, the defense, they played better, but you need a little bit more in situational things, I guess, to get done what you're trying to accomplish. I don't think they took as much planning as they needed to try and try and finish it out. But and they hurt too. I can give them that, but they were still playing bad before they got hurt.
No, for sure, for sure. If your offense isn't doing too well, brother, if your offense ain't doing good, your defense ain't doing good. I mean, it's not a good winning recipe to win games. And your defense is playing really, really bad. You lose your best offensive threat, Lamar Jackson. Right now, they're just trying to stay afloat. And
Right.
to
They're
stay
hoping to get
afloat,
him back after the bye. So
I mean,
that's the only that's the only chance they got when you look at it. Over the last 3 weeks, they've been outscored 98-33. Like you can't win like that.
no, Deebo, you can't.
It's not what is they 1-5? It's only been one team since they started the new format of 14 playoff teams that made the playoffs that was 1-5, and that was Washington in 2020. They started 1-5 and made the playoffs. Ravens ain't making the playoffs.
No, sir. And it's not, and like you said, the defense, hopefully they start getting some players back. Lamar Jackson has to come back. Then Lamar Jackson, their offense they weren't like blowing people out when he was there, and the defense wasn't playing good. So hopefully if the defense can start playing better and he comes back with a flow
How
already.
much better you want the defense to play though? They already number one, Joe.
Defense for the Ravens?
Oh, I'm tripping. I'm thinking of Baltimore. Sorry. I mean, I'm thinking of Cleveland. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the Ravens. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
They're like the opposite. They're probably 30
Oh
seconds.
yeah, they're
So long
last.
as they
think
got
they're
it.
31 or 32.
They got to do they have a way to get a hold. They have a lot of room of improvement. If they can get better and start tightening it up like they did in this game, and Lamar comes back and performs at a high level, they have to win out though. Like there's not when he gets back, they're 1-5. They have to go basically then they're undefeated
Do
because
you think he still comes back if the hamstring is a little iffy? Uh-oh.
I think if they keep losing and they lose another, his hamstring, it needs to be healed 100% anyway. You know what I'm saying? And if that takes another 2 weeks, another 3 weeks, and then they're 1-8, then I mean, what is the point? You know what I'm saying? You kind of want them to get back, and if they get mathematically damn near eliminated, then you don't want to risk Lamar Jackson's long-term future for him to just come back and for what?
Yeah, I'm with you there. Like, you don't want to have him come back. You are dead last right now, and have him going there on a 80% hamstring, and he go to hit another gear, and God forbid he tear the thing off the bone or something. Like that's something that's gonna lead into the next year.
The part is not rushing. Don't
Yeah.
rush. Let him get all the rest. Let him recover that thing 100% for sure.
Yeah, if they don't let him do that, it's not going to be I don't think it'll be pretty because he's too elusive, powerful. He's not going to think about it. He's going to go to dig, to take off, to get past somebody, and that's going to be it. You can't go out there and play at 80% the way he plays the game.
Yep. He gotta be full tilt.
No question. So during the Colts pregame warm-up,
This was crazy.
the cornerback Ward, he collided with the tight end Ogletree and suffered a concussion. This boy went into pre-game concussion protocol, out for the actual game. And then Anthony Richardson, he fractured his orbital bone with
them bands.
A band, dude. Like, how do you do that?
Brother, Deebo, you know how tight them bands are. He probably was doing like a mean hamstring swing up thing, and it might have slipped off his foot.
Bah! He didn't play it out. He didn't play.
He didn't
play. He couldn't play.
No, he couldn't play.
Hey, listen, I got a story for you though. I did that same thing, bro. I blew my orbital in Houston, and my helmet came and shot down into my eye. And at the time, bro, I ain't lying.
God.
So I'm like, how you blink your eyes to try and get them back straight. So I'm sitting there, and my eye, what I didn't know at the time is I blew my orbital. So my eye was no longer sitting on that potato chip bone.
Yeah.
So it dropped down. So as I'm looking at the stadium at Houston, I'm seeing 4 decks. I'm seeing, you know how they got the scoreboard across the middle?
Yeah.
I'm seeing 2 of those and then 2 of those up there. But if I close my right eye, they came to 1. So I'm like, they like, you got a concussion. I'm like, I ain't got no concussion, dude. I'm like, I'm just seeing like 2 of everything, dude. I'm seeing 2 of everything. They're like,
God.
what you mean? I'm like, I'm telling you, I'm seeing 2 of everything. Like, if I close this eye, I could do it. So I go back in. They take me into the locker room, and I hear the crowd, something's happening, whatever. And by that time, it done got to where it's not separated like this.
Yeah.
They're close like this. And I'm like, all right, I'm going back out. So I go back out, and I'm on the side, and I asked my boys, I'm like, yo, y'all good? Y'all need me to come? I'm like, if y'all need me, I could come back, bro. I'll come back. And he's like, man, hey, we go be all right, bro. Like I'm like, I can come back if you need me. Like,
What was your eye?
Camp.
What was you looking like, Deebo? Was you looking
No,
crazy?
it don't even look like nothing, bro.
Okay.
It don't even look like nothing because it's inside your eye. So they actually go in your eye to do the surgery, into your eye socket rather, to do the surgery. So I'm like, yo, I could come back if y'all need me to, but if y'all go be all right, I ain't gonna come back. Like, help go. Well, we ain't gonna be all right. I'm like, all right, then I'm coming back. So what I did is I finished that game with a fractured orbital. So when I would go to hit somebody, I would just close my right eye so it'd be one person, and then I'd open it back up so I could
That's
see.
crazy.
So I finished that game. I ended up getting the surgery later, early that next week. And that's when I started wearing the dark visor, because I got a scratch on my retina or something, and it was giving me light sensitivity. So I started wearing the dark visor. But dude, I finished that game, and I ended up missing, I believe, the next 2 weeks after I got it done. But I played I actually got the bone, bro. I have the bone, the little potato chip bone. I got it
Yeah.
upstairs in my refrigerator. I tell them, listen, anything you take out of me, I'm gonna need to take with me, because I got to put that back. Dude, I got pieces of bone from like my back when they did my microdiscectomy the second time. I had 2 of them in 9 days.
Deebo, you're wild.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bro.
Nigga, Deebo got bones in the refrigerator.
Bro, listen. It's going. I was born with it. It's going back
It's
with
going
me
back
to the
in.
ground. No question.
But is your eye good now though, or you
Oh
still
yeah, it's good
for that
now.
bone?
It's good now, baby. That was in 2000. That was in 2009. That was like 2 games, 11 or something like that. It was 2011. That was like 2 games.
But that's what I'm saying. So how you gonna put that one back in?
Hey, here. I'm just gonna put it in my casket.
Oh,
That's it.
okay.
So here's the crazy thing. So this gonna sound crazy. So when I first started coming back, so they keep you in the hospital for a day, and they got to seal your eyes shut. So they come in the next day, they cut the 2 sutures that seals your eye, and then you're able to open it, right? The first, oh man, it had to be like 2 months, maybe a little more. When I would blow my nose, air would come out my eye.
Ah, Deebo.
Swear, bro.
Oh
I
God.
swear.
See,
Bro,
that's
it was crazy.
yeah, man. That's crazy. I'm Deebo, I'm queasy. I'm sliding with anything like that. I'm like, my man, Deebo, you talking about blowing your nose? You got air coming out of here. That's crazy.
I don't know if it's normal or not, but hey, Anthony, if that happens, it's normal. It happened to me. So just letting you know, when the first few months you get back, you go to blow your nose. I blow my nose real hard though. Like, I don't do the quiet.
Yeah, no, you gotta
No,
you gotta get it out.
I gotta get that up out of there. So you know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, it would blow air out my eye. And you know how, like, in the morning you wake up, you got some sleep in your eye, and you got to
Yeah.
blow your nose. I would blow my nose, dude, and it would blow the
Sleep.
sleep to
Oh, fuck. Deebo, that's crazy. Let's go.
bruh.
That's
I
a
swear.
I'm glad you're good now. Shit.
Oh
How long
yeah.
it took? It took like 2 weeks for you to
It
after
took
the surgery?
it took 2 weeks before I was back.
Okay.
They wouldn't let me. I guess it was something about force of something, and they didn't want me. I was trying to go back that week.
Yeah, you wild,
I'm
man.
like, yo, it's fixed. I can see now everything's one. They're like, no, you gotta let it heal for a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you wild, Deebo.
Yeah, man. So the Chargers beat the Dolphins, and your boy Tua, uh, he he had a little something to say after the game.
Yeah.
Man, just this was his response, man. Let's show it.
I think it starts with the leadership in helping articulate that for the guys, and then what we're expecting out of the guys, right? We're expecting this. Are we getting that? Are we not getting that? We have guys showing up to player-only meetings late, guys not showing up to player-only meetings. Like, there's a lot that goes into that. Do we have to make this mandatory? Do we not have to make this mandatory? So it's a lot of things of that nature that we got to get cleaned up, and it starts with the little things like that.
To be clear, you're saying some players were late or missed?
Late, yeah.
Hey, man, look here. Hey, he shouldn't even be answering any questions about that, but other than it just being about the game. I understand he might be a little upset because the defense couldn't hold him for 46 seconds to make sure they didn't get a field goal. I can see that. I can understand that. But your job, if we want to go into it technically, like all the way through, is to score a touchdown every possession. Just as when I was with the Steelers, my first stint of starting, dude, our job is to stop them on every drive. If we go out there as a defense and we do our job 100% and we never let them score, then we could point a finger. If you don't go out there and do your job 100%, you can't point no fingers mad about some other stuff. You, as an offense, to do your job 100%, you got to go out there and score every play. I know it's unrealistic, but that stops any and everyone from pointing fingers. That's why we as a defense was like, yo, we was number 5. We're like, yo, we're trash. We're horrible right now. Because if they don't score, we can't lose. And on top of that, we can actually help us win because we can get turnovers and score touchdowns.
We can actually score.
What you should have been talking about, Tua, was the second play of the game, you threw a pick. You gave them a short field. They scored a field goal on that. And then you come in the next possession and you go 3 and out. And then the defense goes and gets you the football. Short field, you score 7. The first possession of the third quarter, you throw another pick. Again, another short field, and they score a touchdown. You're responsible for 10 points. You lost by 2. Take accountability.
Mm-hmm.
What are you even talking about that for right now? And to be honest, we knew this was over with. Week 1, y'all having a players only meeting. The head coach needs to be gone because now the head coach should have been gone in. But now you're telling me that the players in the locker room don't even have a player they respect enough to even go to what y'all decided to do as a player. Destroy the whole team, the head coach, and start over.
Mm-hmm.
What are you
Deebo, I think you making perfect sense. I'll say this. For one thing, like we said, Tua, you have to be performing at such a high. You're the quarterback of the team. You come out there and throw 3 fucking picks, and you're talking about people not coming to a players-only meeting. Nobody's respecting you as a leader. For one thing, you coming out there and it's a players-only meeting. This is getting out to the media because of you. You're making things about people not coming to a players-only meeting, and now if it's a players-only meeting that they're not attending, it's because they don't respect you or they don't respect who's ever throwing the meeting. These dudes are grown-ass men. If you didn't get this meeting time that we needed to do while we're in this facility from fucking 8 to 4, nigga, I'm out of here because all this shit you talking about is not.
Here's the crazy thing. He said it was online.
He's one.
They ain't even doing this.
They not even zooming to your shit.
Hey, it's over with. Whoever the owner, who's the owner of the Miami Dolphins, listen, get rid of your head coach. I don't even know what he be talking about half the time when he having an interview. I
Yeah.
don't know what he doing. That boy on uppers and downers. I don't know what's going on. The team, the players that's supposed to be your captains, they don't even respect them. Take them C's off their chest, because if that's the people that making these meetings and there ain't nobody showing up, the respect is lost and gone there. Like, you got to start all the way over, man.
Yeah, I mean, for Tua to be calling people out like that, it's kind of crazy because obviously you're letting the media, they don't need to be knowing about these people not showing up to your plans or the meetings. You need to be go talking to these dudes directly and getting respect from a man that's on your team not showing up to your meeting. You think telling the media that he's not showing up to your meeting is going to make him want to come, or like you trying to embarrass somebody from your team, or like, no, these dudes aren't invested. No, you grown ass man. It's another man. You talking about having a
Right. So now
meeting.
what's happening? Hey, who ain't go to the meeting?
Who ain't go to the meeting? Now
Did
it'll
you
be
go
like
to
this.
the meeting? Now the reporter's at, and did you go to the meeting? Did you go to the meeting? Did you go to the meeting?
Bro, it's they players only meetings is the first thing, and then people not
Trash.
showing up to your players
Hey,
only meeting. It's fucking
Players only
hilarious.
meeting, you just lost 1.5 engines. Okay? You're going down.
You're going
You only
down.
got 2, and you lost half of the one you had. You're going down.
I
They ain't showing up. Man, you lost both engines, and one of the wings just fell off that son bitch.
mhm.
It's over.
It's over with. It's over with. And then, like you said too, I love that coach. He was my quarterback. He was the wide receiver coach for the Browns when I was there. Probably
Hey, was
my
he like
first
that
year.
when you was there?
Just like that. The same exact. He's hasn't changed one bit. And that's not in the bad way. He's a smart mind, but leader of other men. You know what I'm saying? Asking him a question and he give you something that you like this. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Like he's a little, just flowy. Like you said, you say uppers and
Flowy?
you say
You
uppers and
call those
downers. You
you
say
call
uppers and
those
downers. You
interviews
say uppers and
flowy?
downers. I say flowy.
Dude, I could have did better than that. And I'm horrible at public speaking. Like, I'm trash.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
I don't even. Yeah.
So yeah. Huh? You ain't
Yeah.
said nothing. All you said was yeah. So he said we are and yeah, and he understands.
Yeah.
Huh?
Huh? You said
That's
a
what I'm
whole
gonna
lot
tell
of
you
nothing.
when I fire you. Fire. Yep. Yeah.
Deebo, shut up. He can say, you're fired.
Man, what's going on over there in
Yeah,
Miami?
they got to do
Man?
better, man. It's not looking good.
You can't. Listen, man. Yeah, and like you said, you're putting it out there now, and you're putting it out there to hope to shame the dudes into coming. Like, that's even worse. Like, that's how much they
worse.
don't respect you.
You trying to literally, I said, you going to the media about them not coming to your players.
Right. That ain't how you lead.
Now they looking
Go to
at you
them.
like, damn, Fed, you a snitch whole time. Not with
Like,
it.
it's
They out here snitching.
they kind of already knew you was the police. Now they for sure. Oh no,
Now they for sure.
Police. He the feds, bro.
You the feds.
He
You
the
put on
feds.
front
You go do 80%, 85% of your time for sure.
What did he see? Look, Dez said something about. You see, Dez tweeted about it.
What'd he say?
Dez say, "I want to know what part of this is going to take accountability for." Tua threw 3 picks today. Tua is the 3rd in the NFL with the most interceptions thrown by a quarterback. If you haven't said this privately first, then in the media, I don't respect it. And since we are on the topic of respect, I guarantee a lot of the players don't respect Tua. Tua points the finger and literally has 4 pointing back at him. If you want to win, put Ewers in.
Who is Ewers?
Man, shit, it must be the backup quarterback.
That's crazy. I ain't even heard of him. And he went. He ready to put it in. But
Yeah.
that's exactly what we were saying though. I mean, that ain't no news flash.
No, it is what it is. Like we saying the same thing, bro. We've been in the locker rooms before. We know when people are in their thing, and like at the end of the day, like there was player only meetings that we did once a week for the Steelers, for like the DBs would do. everybody, all the DBs are in there, and we would host it ourselves, and we have food. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody had to get food from a good ass spot, and we would watch.
Right, but you're not having a meeting to try and figure out why the hell it's going. You're having an extra meeting to plan and get ready for the opponent that you're playing against, to go over extra stuff, to eat and you know and hang out together to build that.
But what I'm saying is, at the same time with that though, Deebo, at the end of the day, people don't gotta go to those. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that is extra, that is after, but there's a respect that when I came there, that was there. It's mandatory. Like it's not mandatory, but it's mandatory because what the fuck else you gonna do? Like we gonna come, we gonna have this meeting, all the boys gonna link up, and we look forward to it because I bet, like I'm with my boys, but at the end of the day, like, it don't have to be that way. But knowing like people respect their leadership, dudes, everybody understands. Like, nigga, if Joe in there, I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? If he in, I'm in. Like, why the fuck would I be in there? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a unspoken, because you could tell the dudes that respect the people. If you say something, then they're gonna just come because you're not just saying stuff out your ass. Something you're not wanting to even. It's just because, nigga, it is what it is. Boom, we just gonna come. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know. We got to make it mandatory. What?
That's just like, I'm not making a man, but if we say it's like it's a respecting. If things when you're just not talking all the time. So when somebody were to say something, then that means boom. He means he's not just speaking, talking shit all the time.
Troy Polamalu never went out, never partied, never did anything. But come rookie dinner, Troy is going out. Why? Because that's what it is. It's camaraderie. It's an event that happens every year. Mm-hmm. It's not like he drank or anything, but he was there.
He was there. Mm-hmm. That speaks volumes, bro. Yes. That's volumes for sure.
Yes, you ain't. Yeah, but mandatory on something. Stop playing, man. Listen, Denver went on ahead and beat the Jets. It was 13-11, but like it really wasn't like that close. It was close, but it wasn't that close. Dude, Denver's defense, dude, they just dominated these boys, man. They didn't allow these boys to run the ball. They ain't allow them to pass the ball. They shut down everything, man. Running back he had 22 carries, bro, and only 59 yards. Like Fields, this boy sacked 9 times. You know what happened was he said, listen, for every completion I get, I'm gonna let y'all get a sack. So he had 9 completions and they got 9 sacks on him. That's the only thing I could say. I don't know, man. I'm just telling you, that's the only reason, that's the only way I could see that, it was, that's how they mended it out. They only converted, I think, 2, maybe third downs, 2. That was it. A total of 82 yards. Dude, how are you negative 10 net passing yards, bro? Huh?
They
was hitting Justin Fields, dude, so much, dude. I ain't even talking about the, just the sacks. They hit him 15 times too. Like, what in the world is popping over there?
This was what I woke up at 9.
Like the Denver's offense, really, they ain't do nothing, bro. All they had to do was sit out there, man, and just don't turn the ball over, and that's it,
brother. What I'm trying to say is, I watched that game from beginning to end because it was the London game. It was 9:30 in the morning, and I was geeked. I'm like, okay, bet. We got good football. I'm gonna watch this entire game and see what's going on with the Jets because Aaron Glenn was my DB coach. I like Aaron Glenn a whole lot.
Okay.
Great coach.
Okay, so you about to say something because you said you like him a whole lot. That's prefacing with negative you about to come with. Go ahead.
No, it was the worst offensive display I've ever seen. Like their defense was playing amazing, turning the ball over, putting them in great field position, punt returns, putting them in great field position. My man Fields only had he had short fields the whole first half to just try to get something going. They couldn't move the ball at all. Negative 10 passing yards, the running game, it almost looked like they weren't trying. And his Justin Fields, simple speed outs, like routes on air. When your receiver, Gary, was running the speed out, and he's throwing it in the dirt behind him, making him fall back. Mm-hmm. It just looks like the simple passes he could not make. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I was looking at it because I'm like, okay, Denver isn't doing anything also. Like Bo Nix, love them to death, but their defense was playing great. They made them punt the ball 8 times. He had 8 punts. So, like, they kept giving him opportunities, turnovers on short fields, great punt returns. And it's like, Justin Fields, you're not doing anything. Like, you're harming your team. Somebody, like, just throw the ball up, get him a
I
chance.
mean, he can do better. He could definitely do better. But also, you got to realize, I believe the offensive coordinator, I think this is his first time being an offensive coordinator. So maybe he's not able to fit his offense or play call to what it is that the strength of Justin is. Also,
Justin been in a lot of teams though, bro. And
true statement. The one thing that I didn't like when we picked Justin up, I'm like, we picked him up. Okay, cool. You ain't really have to do nothing to get him or give up anything to get him.
Yeah.
But the thing that caused me to have to worry was when he was saying about his offensive coordinator in Chicago, he was like, it was along the lines that they got me thinking too much. They just need to let me go out there and play. And that to me said, I can't understand this game. I can't learn it. I can't read it. I can't get the ball where it needs to go in time. That's what it said to me. So that's him not being able to perform the level he needs to and understand the game that he needs to understand. So I'm seeing it at a 50 on him, maybe 60 on him, and the coordinator is not giving plays and designing things that's going to be beneficial for his talents.
I think Justin Fields' talents are I think Justin Fields' talents are his athleticism and his mobility. But being able to, if you can't read defenses fast and you think that, like sometimes offenses, I'm not trying to say, but if you say like he's giving you too much, that's what quarterbacks do. Quarterbacks have to know what everybody's doing and what the defenses are doing and the checks. And it's a lot of information.
You got to know the
that's
line,
why that's the
where
hardest,
the line going. You may have to call the
That's
line.
why that's the hardest position in the league by far, because just the amount of information that you have to process and in a fast level. So when dudes are moving, trying to like bluff you and you don't know what the coverage is, and then they start, they can trick you. That means that you're not that good of a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to be able to execute and be able to get things on the fly and be able to know what everybody's doing when your whole offense in the position. You know what I'm saying? So if you're like, oh no, it's too much for me to, I'm sorry, that's not my bad. You're a professional quarterback. These dudes are making $60 million a year so they can process information, so they can do these things and be able to get all these other guys in the right spots. So I understand completely, but when I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, if you don't know how to read the defense and then like throwing bad passes for quick outs that are like routes on air, I'm sorry, we need to find another guy. Like a lot of the stuff, like it could be offensive coordinator too, but some of the stuff just looking at him like, boy, you're not helping, you're hurting the squad.
Oh, no question, dude. And then you got you got Garrett Wilson. He had an exchange with Aaron Glenn going into halftime. What do you think he said?
Look, because you saw like they didn't even look like they were trying to get a field goal. They were down at the 50-yard line with 30 seconds left, and they just let the clock run out. Like they didn't even try to get another 10 yards, run up, spike it, get a field goal. He's like, oh no, like Aaron, like they didn't even believe. They thought, oh no, he might throw a pick, he might take a sack, something bad is going to happen. Let's just get into halftime instead of let's go get some points on the board. Let's try to get some momentum going into halftime. You go into halftime looking like this. Oh, let's just not fuck this up. And Garrett Wilson is standing there like, throw me the ball. Like I'm trying to get us activated. Let's get going. And he's walking off and sees that the coaches aren't going to call a play. I'm pissed. I'm like, what are we really doing? Are we not trying to score? Are we not trying to win?
I think that you showing me that you happy with the progress that you have right now at this point in the game. And they may have been too scared to actually go, because when you're getting pressure like that, sacked left and right, you only one play away from that sack fumble to the house.
Yeah, but he came on. It's coming off of a completion, a rare completion. He had one, so then everybody's running up.
He only had 9 of them, baby.
Bro, he only had 9. They coming off a rare completion. Everybody looking, 30 seconds countdown, and then they just looking at each other like, okay, let's just wait for this thing. Let's just go in here.
Slow down.
We got a
completion.
Deal sentiment. You think 2 in a row? Calm the fuck down now. 2 in a row straight.
And then they still only lost by 2 points, dude. Like that tell you how much of nothing Denver's offense was doing, dude.
Bro, I'm putting it to Denver's offense was doing nothing, but damn it, the defense of the Jets was balling. They were creating turnovers and like getting off the field on third downs. They was doing their part. So like that's why I look at the offense like you had 30, there was like 33 yards in the first half and 30, 40 something in the second half. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like all over the whole game. That's crazy. That's bad
Yeah.
ball.
So the Chiefs beat the Lions 30-17, but that wasn't the big to go to. It was after the game when Branch refused to shake Mahomes' hand and then went up to Juju and basically shoved him, punched him in his face in his helmet, and then the brawl started. Dan Campbell, he did not like it. He called out his player, and what is your take on this? You about players, doing extracurriculars after the game.
Man, I'm not about it at all. I'm not here for it. You got 3 hours in that game to literally in between the whistles do what you got to do. It's a physical, brutal sport where you can really go get your revenge in a good way and not like trying to hurt nobody. But yeah, you can get physical. You can come and smack somebody, bomb, yeah, and like you can really get your get back in between the whistles in the football game. So I'm thinking after the game, once it's all over, it is what it is. It's a competitive. Juices get up. People get feeling some type of ways. But at the end of the day, we're all in the NFL. We're all trying to provide for our families, do the right thing, and like just hopefully nobody, I'm trying to go at it to like injure anybody. So my whole thing is emotions get high, but once the game is over, the game is over. I'm trying to get back to the crib, back to the family, and get out of there. But I just don't understand how. I mean, you could walk up on Jew. I saw it like no handshake, and then just pop my man. That's
Right.
not okay. You know what I'm saying? He Loki had his hand out.
Yeah. And that you can't do that. You can't do that.
Can't
It's not really anything. Is it anything that somebody can say to you that would cause you to do that?
Honestly, bro, if you don't put your hands on me, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I always like words that you can talk, people get in emotions, but like once you get physical, once you put your hands on me, then that's a whole different game. You know what I'm saying? So like people altercations, people talk, whatever, but after the game, I'm out of there. Like you can be grown enough to be mature enough to walk away. There's not too many things that nobody could say to me that had me up in a roar like that. But I feel like once you touch me, then it's all hell break loose. It doesn't matter. Like you did that. Now you overstepped for sure. Words can be spoke, whatever, and we go our separate ways. It is what it is. But once you start putting your hands on me, once you start touching me, keep your hands to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's how I feel about that.
Yeah, it really ain't nothing you can say to me that's go cause me to do that because I'm already thinking about money. And in today's era, how dudes post social media, this and that. If you really want to do this and we got a problem, you want to
You
settle
can
this,
meet
man,
me.
we can meet in the off season.
We can meet. It's not.
We're probably
it's
training
no.
in the same state. Like if it's really that real, we can meet in the off season. This ain't no, and you could do it behind closed doors.
You know how that is, Deebo. If dudes really want smoke,
like
dudes know how to find each other. It's very easy. It could do it quietly. Yeah. Matter of fact, you could have walked up to him, hey Juju, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to see about me, whatever. And they can literally link. And if you really wanted to do it. But that is just a like motion pop off. You know it's about to be a whole shebang. Money's gonna get fined. Everybody's gonna be talking about this instead of what really happened in the game. You know what I'm saying? So if you really wanted it, then we could make it happen. But like, I just don't feel that's just like that. Come on, man. And I'm not knocking the Branch character or anything, but that's just not a good look. Just walked up to my man, bam, and it is what it is.
Yeah. Good Lord, we almost listen tonight. Chicago and at Washington. Okay, that's tonight's game. All right, we want to thank y'all for joining us. Time went fast that time, man. We want to thank y'all for joining us on this episode of Deebo and Joe, man. Hit the like and subscribe button. We will be back here on Tuesday. Joe stuff, Haden, what you got to say?
We will be here on Tuesday to talk about the Bears game, see what they talking about. Bears versus Washington Commanders. It's actually up the street. I'm thinking I might go up there and see what JD is talking about. So
Go ahead,
let you know.
Jump in there.
And
you know what? And we out.